Hey guys, Sword of Convallaria Global has just released today at the time of making of this video, and I for one am very excited to be playing this game. I've been really looking forward to this game, and I also played the closed beta test about a month ago just to get a feel for the game. Since this game is new for global players, there is a Chinese version available for about a year already. I thought I'll be making sort of like a quick beginner or getting started series of video for those of you who want to try this game out. For the first part of this video, I'll be covering a little bit about rerolling on this game. And first off, quick disclaimer, you don't need to reroll. The units in this game are all actually pretty decent, even the non-legendary units. So for the most part, you can get by virtually all the story content as long as you are balanced in your team formation and you employ the right strategies in battle. That being said, they did give us a few very strong banners at the start of the game. I'll cover them here, and the characters featured on these banners are actually pretty good overall. So I would actually recommend to at least attempt to reroll to get maybe one of these strong characters to start off first before moving on into the game. So for this particular video, I'll be covering a little bit about rerolling and a little bit about the banners available at the start of the game here. So first off, how do you actually reroll? The first time you log into the game, it's important to log in as a guest account. So at the start, you are given the option of logging in either through your Apple or Google Play or Facebook or a guest account. So select the guest account when logging in. To get to this point where you can pull on the summon banners, you need to complete a series of introductory battles. So at the start, just go through the storyline. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to get here. And of course, it's much faster if you decide to skip through all the cutscenes. For the first time playing though, of course I would recommend to at least watch the cutscenes, and then from the second time you reroll onwards, you can of course skip the cutscenes just by clicking on the bottom right and selecting skip cutscenes. Once you come to this part where you are given the option to enter the prologue in the Rift, and then you have to complete story 01 in order to unlock the summon banners. Before this, you do get a 10 pool, but it is fixed. The first 10 pool is sort of like a tutorial pool where you are guaranteed to get the same 10 characters, one of which being Maita. So Maita is sort of like a free character. After that, you come to this part, you complete stage 01, and then once you complete stage 01, you can come to the main screen of the game, which is here, and you can access the summon banners. Coming to the how do you actually reroll in this game, once you start your guest account and you complete the 01 stage, the prologue, and you claim your 20 pools. To claim your 20 pools, all you have to go is enter your mail and claim all your mails, and you'll get 21 pools. So you can immediately go to the summon, and then like I said, just try out the 2 multi-pools on the banner of your choice. If you get lucky, very good, then what you can do to bind your account is go to the settings at the bottom left, go to user center, and go to safety center, and that allows you to bind your account. If you did not get the character and you want to reroll, simply go to delete account, and obviously won't click it here, but just delete your account, go back to the main title screen and log in again as a guest account, and repeat the process until you get the characters that you want. It's as simple as that. If you skip all cutscenes until the 01 stage and you just try to quickly finish the battles, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes of gameplay before you get to summon. So it's not too long to reroll. And in 2 multiples, if you keep rerolling and you only aim for one of the legendary characters across the banners, it shouldn't take too long to get one of those characters, and I would highly recommend to do so if you want to access one of the strong meta characters from the start of the game. So there are a couple of banners available at the start, and I'll actually go from the bottom to the top. So first off, there are the weapon banners. Do not touch this banner, it is not worth it. You actually can get legendary weapons for free in this game just by playing through the game, and using your pools on this banner is sort of like a waste unless you are a whale and you buy a lot of pool currency. So if you are free to play or a dolphin player, it's best to just skip this. Now there is also this banner here, which is the standard banner. You should also skip this banner. This banner is always available and there is no raid up, so it's not worth to chase on this banner at all. Now there are two destined banners, one featuring Samantha and Dandelion and the other featuring Cole and Beryl. Now both these banners are actually pretty decent overall. Samantha and Dandelion banner, in my opinion, the strength of this banner is that it provides sort of like a balanced banner, because Samantha is a pretty decent healer overall. In my mind, I think she is second only to Inanna, but Inanna doesn't have a raid up currently, and she's only available in the first summon or the Fateful Summon banner, but she shares the same rate as all legendary characters, so it is extremely difficult to get Inanna here. So if you really want a healer, you can try pulling for Samantha. And the benefit of this banner is that Dandelion at least rounds it off, and he is actually quite a decent DPS character overall. So pulling on this banner, you either get a healer or a DPS, and that's pretty good overall. The other destined banner features Cole and Beryl, and personally I prefer this banner because Cole and Beryl are two extremely strong characters, and even in the Chinese version of the game they are still pretty top tier, even close to 1 year after their release, so it's a testament to how well they perform. Cole is an assassin-like character and is in the Seeker or the blue class, and his strength is that he gets to act again if you kill an enemy unit from the side or the back, but this only happens once every 3 turns. And as for Beryl, she is your classic magic user character and a destroyer class, and she's very good because she has the range, which is very useful in this type of game, and her magic spells are actually pretty good. She unlocks Flame Wall at the start of the game at rank 1, and that can be a very strategic spell to use because it sets the ground on fire, and her damage overall is also pretty top tier. The only drawback I guess on this banner is that both Cole and Beryl are so-called damage dealers, but since in destined banners you can't really aim for which of the two characters you want, it's pretty random which one you get. So if you really just want a very strong DPS character, this banner will probably be the best banner overall because it can't go wrong which of the two characters that you get. Moving up next, you have a single character, a debut banner for Gloria, and Gloria on this banner is the only legendary character that has raid up. The rest of the legendary characters share the same low rate overall. Now Gloria is a pretty meta character. She's still top tier in the Chinese version of the game even up till today. She's very strong because she's an extremely versatile and flexible unit. Gloria is in the Watcher class, so she doesn't actually have a attribute weakness, but she also can deal weakness damage on any enemy units except for destroyers. Gloria's strength really is in her versatility. First off, she starts off the battle in flag waving mode, and in that mode she grants auras to all your ally characters, including an increased movement range at the start of the battle, which is actually pretty good. This allows your party to get in formation or get into position much more quickly. Once she loses her lance and she uses her sword, she also does pretty decent damage. So she's really an all-in-one character, and due to her versatility, you can practically slot her into really any team that you want, and she will do just fine. Finally, you have your beginner banner, which is pretty common in gacha games. In this banner, there is no raid up, so it's similar to the Fateful Summon banner, but in this banner, you are guaranteed a legendary character when you hit 30 pulls, so 3 multis, and you are guaranteed to get at least 1 legendary character. The only drawback on this banner is that the moment you hit 1 legendary character, this banner will disappear permanently. So I've already pulled this once, so I have 20 more pulls to go to get a legendary character. If you get one legendary character in your first or second multi-pull, then likewise the banner will also disappear. Now some people mention going for Inanna on this banner because at most you only need to pull 3 times to get one legendary character, but you may be stuck rerolling a very long time. If you go for this banner, I believe each legendary character is only about a 4% chance, and I wouldn't recommend aiming specifically one character on this banner. I would recommend maybe going for one of these 3 banners depending on which characters you like, and you can't really go wrong because these 3 banners are all pretty good overall. My preference is going for Gloria first because I don't like to go for 50-50. And I already completed my reroll. I got extremely lucky in my 3rd or 4th reroll, where my first multi gave me Gloria, and my second multi I went on this banner and I got Cole. You don't need to go that far in rerolling. I think just getting one of these characters is good enough. And once you get either Gloria or Cole, I think the account is definitely good enough for a keep. And what you can do after that, for an example, is that you can slowly farm the other banner. So if you decide to start on Gloria, for example, and you get her in your rerolls, then you can just play through the game and slowly pull on the Cole and Beryl banner until you get one of the 2, and either one will complement Gloria really well. Likewise, you can also, if you don't like Beryl or Cole, you can go for this banner and just slowly pull until you get either Samantha or Dandelion, and you should be good to go for the rest of the game. So that's it for the first video in my beginner series. Hope this video has been helpful if you are just starting out in Sword of Convallaria, and if you enjoyed this video, do stay tuned because I'll be covering a couple more videos on starting off on this game. Till then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!